Welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat a 2-3 zone through 3 different ways. I'm going to be showing you guys some offensive sets to run and also key points in the zone that you want to attack and specific spots on the court that you want to get the ball to. And the first weak spot that I'm going to be showing you guys is getting that ball to the corner. As you see here, Duke is in a 4-out, 1-in against the zone. That's what most of these clips are going to be today, showing you in a 4-1 offensive set. I believe that's the best way just because most teams only have one premier post-up player anyways, just because of the way the game has evolved with more shooters and so on. One key way to beat the 2-3 zone is to move those bottom wing guys out of position and force them to come guard the wing, because then that creates openings on the short corner and in the corner as well. So here I'll run this clip back. You're going to see Cam Reddish, he's going to get the ball, and the bottom wing guy is going to come up and get him. Then he's going to make a simple pass to the corner, which forces the center of the 2-3 zone to come out and defend a shooter, which then he goes right by and they get a wide open layup. That layup was a result of moving the top guys and drawing the wing guy out of position. So let's break it down a little bit more and see how you can do that against a 2-3 zone. So notice the setup. It's a 4-out, 1-in, but they got 3 guys on top. It's not a 2 in the corner, 2 on the wings. That way, it forces those bottom wing guys on defense to have to defend those wing shooters. So when they come out and defend, that creates open opportunities in the corner, which is where you see Trey Jones wide open in the corner because they move those top defenders and force that bottom wing guy to come out, and it leads to a wide open 3. While off the ball, those 3 top guys should be trying to form equilateral triangles, and the guy receiving the ball here does that. And the reason you want to do that is because, for obvious reasons, it creates the most distance between you and defenders, and in most 2-3s, it's a tag and recover system, so that bottom guy, if there's a little bit of space, he's going to be forced to go tag, and then that's going to create openings in the corner, because in most 2-3s, the bottom guy is the tagger. The next way of beating the zone is with a guard flashing in and out of the middle. It bothers me, and it makes no sense when I see bigs that can't shoot standing at the top of the key. There's absolutely no point in doing that whatsoever, because there's no threat when they catch the ball there if they can't shoot. So let's take a look at how we can get the guard the ball in the middle of the zone and to create opportunities out of it. So notice how they're still in that 4-out, 1-in, and they got a guard in the corner. So he's going to flash through the middle here. And there's nothing difficult about it. It's just a quick flash, and then it's an exchange with the guy on the wing. So I like this because even if the guy in the middle of the zone doesn't receive the ball, he can fill into the corner, and then there are other options while he is doing that. And this can turn into an offense that continually flows, and you can just run through it cycle by cycle. So let me show you quick what that offense would kind of look like. So the middle guy, Trey Jones, is going to flash from the corner. And if he does not receive the ball, so he'll throw it up. If he does not receive the ball here, you see how the wing is already exchanged with him. And then that middle guy just fills to the other corner, and then they have that 3 up, 1 in the corner, and 1 in the short corner setup. And then you can just continually run through that and continue to have that guy flashing through the middle. Now if you want to switch it up and still get a guard in the middle, you can do what Duke did here and have a guard come from the wing, and then it can create open shots and opportunities like this one. It's got the same principles as the last offensive set I showed you, where the guy's flashing from the corner, but this time it's just from the wing. And so that guy from the corner is going to fill up, and then he's going to get a wide open shot. So let's say, for example, the guy in the middle on this one does not get the ball. You're going to freeze it right here. The guy up top would still have the ball, but that corner guy would still rotate up, and then the guy from the middle would fill into either corner. Or if you only had a certain 2 guards that you wanted to fill into the middle, when he doesn't get the ball in the middle, he could push that wing guy down into the corner, and then you reverse the ball, and then he comes from the other side. One thing that a lot of teams forget to do, they tell their players but then they don't execute often, is to get to middle of the zone by penetration up top. Those top guys, they start to cheat after a while after you swing the ball and you're moving it every time, so you got to keep them honest and you got to be able to attack the middle. This is often the best way to get open 3s against a 2-3 zone, because look how many guys collapse on him. There's 4 guys collapse, and look at those guys who are open. He's able to get to the hoop here, but if he wasn't, he could kick that out and get a wide open 3. The final way I'm going to show you how to beat the 2-3 zone is through the short corner. So here you're going to see North Carolina in a 3-2, which is a little bit different than what I've been talking about, but still, they got a guy in Luke May who can turn around and pass and shoot from there. So what you do is you have a shooter run baseline or just pop out to the corner and have that bottom wing guy be forced to pick him up. And then it's a quick fire to the short corner because that top guy's focused on the middle guy and that bottom wing guy's focused on the shooter. So right here, look how it's just a matchup game at this point. So they got the guy in the ball defending, they got the guy in the middle defending him, and then they also got the wing defender guarding the shooter. So if any of those guys don't have their guy, someone's going to be open. They got two defenders guarding one guy on the other side of the court, which is why this is such an effective move. So the way you get to this spot in the 4-out 1-in that I've been talking about is you have that guard flash to the middle and have him sit there for a second. Whether it's from the wing or from the corner, it doesn't matter. Then you send a guy from the opposite wing, you send him through a shooter, someone who they are forced to defend, and then your short corner guy is going to be wide open. This isn't as much as an offensive set as it is just a play that you can run when teams start cheating out, and then you can find a way to sneak that ball in behind the zone. So now to review. 4-out 1-in, 3 guys up top with 1 in the corner. That's the set I think works best. Form equilateral triangles between defenders like I showed with Cam Reddish. Flash score to middle of zone. Can be from corner or wing. Be creative, switch it up. If they start extending and overplaying shooters, then overload and hit the short corner like I showed you with Kobe White